So, last week was the 20th anniversary of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone being released, which is crazy. That literally means I've never lived in a world where Harry Potter didn't exist. But it also makes it a little bit more of a crime that I'm currently reading this book, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. And you may be thinking, Charlotte, are you rereading it? Are you reading it for like the 6th time like all of us sane people are doing? No, oh no. I have not finished reading the Harry Potter series, despite the fact that I'm going to study English literature at university next year. Why did they let me in? Because this is surely a crime. It's amazing, by the way. I'm sure you know, because you've probably read it, but I've watched the films like hundreds of times. I know what happens, and yet I still can't put this book down. It's still absolutely gripping, which just shows that J.K. Rowling is the wizard. She is the magic. So seeing as I'm like completely consumed in the Harry Potter and the wizarding world at the moment, I thought I'd talk a little bit about my Hogwarts house. I realised the other day that I've never really told anyone on social media what house I'm in. And so a couple of months ago, I put a poll on Twitter just asking people what house they thought I was in. And I think overwhelming majority was Ravenclaw. Most people thought I was in Ravenclaw. However, I think that's probably because I spend all of my time on Twitter ranting about my A-levels and moaning about how difficult they are. And then also probably because my pinned tweet is the amount of books I've read this year, which is like the most Ravenclaw thing I possibly could have done. But spoiler alert, I'm not in Ravenclaw. You guys all know about my like weird obsession with identity and like personality and stuff. If you haven't seen my video on identity, you should probably watch it because I think that really conveys how interested I am in that kind of thing. And so my interest in Hogwarts House goes way too deep considering it's just a fictionalized quiz. Yeah, I've done the Pottermore quiz like 4 times. First time I got sorted into Hufflepuff, then I got sorted into Gryffindor, then I got sorted into Gryffindor again, and then recently I've been sorted into Ravenclaw. And so recently I was just like, I can't deal with this. I have to be put into a box. Give me a box, Harry Potter. So I decided to Google all of the Harry Potter questions thing on Pottermore, and I took this like massive quiz because Pottermore only actually gives you like a selection of those questions. So I did it, and I got over 80% Hufflepuff. I've always kind of known that I've been Hufflepuff, and I've always kind of assumed like that was the first house that I was sorted into on the Pottermore test. And when I went to the Harry Potter studios when I was about 13, me and my 2 cousins were like lining up to have like a ride on the broomsticks, and one of the guys that was working there was holding like 3 robes that we got to wear to like properly immerse ourselves, and 2 of those robes were Gryffindor ones and 1 was a Hufflepuff one. We didn't tell the guy like what our Hogwarts houses were or anything like that, and yet he gave me the Hufflepuff robe, and I was like, this is true Harry Potter magic. This honestly is like the Sorting Hat in real life. I'm at the what? So yeah, I've always kind of known that I've been in Hufflepuff, but I've always been a little bit hesitant to like shout it out to the universe because lots of people don't like Hufflepuffs because, you know, you Slytherins are the cunning ones, Gryffindors are the brave ones, Ravenclaws are the smart ones, and then everyone else goes to Hufflepuff. Anyway, please let me know what your Hogwarts house is in the comments. I love the fact that we all get we just take it way too seriously when it comes to like the Harry Potter world, and I just love that so much. So please, in the comments, let me know what your Hogwarts house is. Also tell me, have you read the Harry Potter series? When did you read them? Do you have like a nostalgia attached to the series? Because I don't, and that makes me really upset, but at the same time I'm kind of glad that I haven't read them all because I still have so much magic, authentic magic left to enjoy from these books. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I'm sorry that this wasn't particularly intellectual or poetic or any of those things that I'm so known for on YouTube. Anyway, if you did like this video, you can subscribe to my channel. I usually make poetry videos, so you can check one here if you haven't seen it before. I may have just pointed in exactly the same place, and editing me is going to hate me. So on this side of me will be annotations that you can click on, and please go watch my stuff. I will see you very soon, maybe next week if I'm feeling snazzy.